What's up? It's Dan Veer Singh, Dylan, the Don. I'm wearing my red hat. Okay, why do I wear this red hat? Well, it's a form of body armor to protect against head blows. It can be used when you're out installing plumbing or if you're in the sewers. There's a variety of reasons why you need a red hat like this. I highly recommend you get one. In regard to the current situation with COVID-19, it's created a certain atmosphere for change. The US immigration law has changed, and so now the H-1B visa is not based on a random lottery, it is based on the highest paying. And essentially, if I want to hire someone and bring them into the United States, as long as I'm willing to pay more than anyone else, they can come. The specialist that we need for the Mutant Academy is as follows. If you prepare yourself with these specialized skills and can demonstrate a commitment to, passion to, learning, activities such as organic farming, true science. The truth of the matter is, in order to end global warming, all that you need is grass-fed cattle. You need to bring the cattle into Texas. The cattle will trample on the ground and defecate on the ground. That creates a protective barrier that holds the water into the soil, and the entire state can be reforested. So, if you are a passionate expert on this and you, for example, have some experience with the cow and setting up this particular type of operation, that is one aspect. The other aspect is crocodile farming. The crocodiles will have lasers. There is a helmet that you can put on the crocodile so that the crocodile has a laser. And in the event that anyone tries to penetrate this land, the crocodiles will be there as a moat with lasers on their helmets. So if you know how to build and you know how to engineer, each crocodile will be RFID tagged with in a manner so that it will have a name. We will not kill any of the crocodiles. They will have names. They will be a family of crocodiles. We will have video footage. What is the video footage we will have? Well, let me tell you one thing. The cattle, they are very smart. The cattle will group together so that predators cannot attack them. What they do naturally is they will group in a manner that they keep the young in the center away from the predators. What gets pushed to the outside of the herd? The third options. Any weird non-male or non-feminine cattle gets pushed to the outskirts so that the predators can eat them. So this farming operation will recognize that particular cattle or lamb or goat and allow it to walk into the crocodile area, nothing else. So there's an RFID tag, there's computer imaging, we have an artificial intelligence system that is able to determine whether the cattle is indeed a third option, bisexual, whatnot, okay? And that one will be fed to the crocodile. That is part of the computer imaging sensor technology that we need experts. So, for example, if you go to the British Columbia Institute of Technology and you take a course on machine learning, computer imaging, then you will have the critical skill and you can apply for a job at the Mutant Academy. We will be paying double what anyone else is paying because we want you to strive. We do not accept any closeted ones. There is a lie detector test. You have to do a urine analysis. There is no drinking allowed. Okay, this is a very, very important academy. If you are interested in building spaceships or doing leatherworking, we also have a need. We have a need for music teachers, and we mean true music teachers that are experts in their field and know how to teach children. Okay, so you have to have the ability to teach children, and you will not be paid the nonsense wage that other people pay you as a music teacher. You will be paid as much as the engineers because music is incredibly important for the children to learn and grow. We will need a theater teacher, an arts. Basically, there will be a school of performing arts where we will teach the children how to create films, and we will release those films, and those films will be designed to empower and educate. Okay, so these are the types of jobs that if you're interested in coming to the United States, as I shared with you my plan earlier, there's an interview that was released recently where Donald Trump is interviewed by his son, and his son, which is, I believe it's Donald Jr., asks him about the aliens, and Donald Trump basically, he cannot answer, but he alludes to Roswell. Look up Roswell, Roswell. That is not the only, there is also a book that I came across one time that was written by someone from the United States Air Force that had an encounter. And so you can look into this, and they do exist. The aliens do exist. They definitely exist. There is a United States Space Force. It is our responsibility to continue to drive and advance the humanity. There are Klingon bird of prey. There are Vulcan warships. There is an Enterprise that will launch. And it's all happening here in the United States. If you want to come here legally. Don't try to run across the border wall. It's black and it's searing hot. And the legal way is you apply for a visa. What I recommend is you apply for an employment visa and you apply for a job at the Mutant Academy. The Mutant Academy is launched. We have created it. It is a 501c charitable organization, and that allows us to set up a certain cultural code to protect the children and the human evolution. If you are interested in telepathy, if you have telepathic ability, if you are interested in pyrokinesis, telekinesis, if you know how to start fires from a distance, if you know how to call lightning bolts, which is very simple, you know how to put a piece of metal on a tree, call the clouds, and then create a friction. And when the lightning bolt strikes, you're able to control it so it hits who you want it to hit. If you have any of these skill and ability, then you are highly, highly welcome to the Mutant Academy, where you will be respected by your peers and you'll have the best education in the world. If you are interested in the Mutant Academy, reach out to me. I am Danveer Singh. You can reach out to me through a number of means. You could even just leave a message here and someone will get in touch with you. Welcome to the area of the Mutant Academy. Let's take control of the human genome. Let's do the right thing. We have been lied and suppressed for far too long. The Western medicine is defunct. It has no cures. It only tries to turn you into a subscription service of revenue to some idiot that does not understand how to heal people. This is the reality. Psychotropic medication, it's a sham. Psychiatry in general is a very suppressive and ridiculously ignorant profession. Stay away from the psychiatrist. Stay away from psychotropic medication. Stay away from pharmaceuticals. You do not need surgeries. You do not need chemotherapy. It is all toxic. The true medicine is this. The body will heal based on the knowledge and principle of the person that is healing. If you have conflicts, if you've been forced to do things that you shouldn't have done, if someone has violated you and that has made you feel dirty, there is a variety of reasons. If you're worried about your husband or your loved ones, you may get a breast cancer so that you produce more milk. It's very simple. It's all documented in the scientific chart of Germanic New Medicine, Dr. Hammer, who was a brilliant medical doctor, an oncologist. He has discovered the true medicine. If you are interested in studying the true medicine, we have a program where you will learn the true medicine. We will teach you anatomy and all the medical literature terms that you need to know. And in addition to that, we will teach you Dianetics, which is an e-meter device that was developed by Ron Hubbard. It is another way of doing the same thing, except for it considers more than what Hammer does, because you will look at also, if you would like to, your spiritual essence. Where were you before you were born? Okay. And so that's Dianetics and Scientology. Highly recommend those courses. There's the Religious Technology Center. You can go and visit in Vancouver. There's one being built in Toronto. There is one here in Seattle. They are all over the world. South Africa, okay, Florida, Clearwater, Los Angeles. You can go take a course. Be open-minded. Go in for some auditing. It cannot hurt you if you understand that there is science and there is techniques that work and there is techniques that do not. So then think about it. Which is true? Is it true that you need to be popping psychotropic medication? Or is it simply that you need vitamins and minerals and nutrition and exercise and loved ones and an understanding of your spiritual purpose and alignment to your personal values and integrity? You tell me. There are some very, very talented individuals that have chosen one path or the other. At the same time, I will say this, that whenever there is a discovery such as those that were made by Ron Hubbard, there is sometimes a person that will try to come in and try to use that to control and manipulate people. And that may or may not have happened. I really don't know. Okay? Because People tell me this and that. I haven't seen any of this. Okay, there's shows and documentaries about. At the end of the day, try it. If it's meant for you, you will know. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to just give you some options. So as I said, if you're interested in joining the Space Force and making a change for this planet, come to the United States. It's not the only place that will have a Space Force. I'm sure India will have a Space Force, so you could do it from there as well. I would come to the United States because this is the place to be. This is where it's going to go down. Yet it will not only be here. The first one that we create a blueprint will be here. Then there will be one in Canada. There will be one in Argentina. There will be one in South Africa. There will be one in Italy. There will be one in Japan. There will be one in Australia and Singapore. Okay, now, and India. So a variety of places where there will be mutant academies. The first one we will use to create blueprints that we will license to others who want to create their own mutant academy. When it comes to construction of towers and buildings and things of that nature, we will provide you with blueprints, and we will also provide you with capital. We will allow you to use our technology, which is an automated build technology. So basically they show up, okay? These are well-known devices. So for example, you need to excavate. Well, why have someone drive the excavator when the excavator knows what it needs to build? It's programmed to. We put it there, we tell it what to do, it digs. Then the next step, you need to start putting in the foundation. And that's going to take some capital as well. It can be done automated. We do not need to have people involved. The machines work for us. They can build the foundation, the structure, everything. The towers will rapidly be built. These towers will be built faster than any tower that you know. There is, of course, the legal process with the inspections, and that will continue to be manual in some places, and other places that can be automated as well. Understand, you, me, this. The technology is here. We have it. We have dominion over the technology. As humanity, we created the technology, and we should continue to allow it to serve us, to help make the world a better place. Do not be afraid of technology. There is, of course, options such as Neuralink, which can be used to exploit people and keep you trapped. You need to be smart. You need to educate yourself. Do you really want someone to open up your brain and put something in there so that you can telepathically communicate with other people? If you would like to, be my guest. I'll just tell you this. You don't need that device because you can telepathically communicate with people on your own. And the more that you understand your own telepathy and your vibration and how to lead people, the better you are. You can understand what I mean when I tell you. In today's world, you have no idea, for the most part, most of you, whichever device you are using to watch this video, you have no idea of the software stack, you have no idea of the firmware, you have no idea of the vulnerabilities. Today, earlier, I read that Microsoft has announced in its DNS server there is a 17-year-old wormable vulnerability. So for 17 years, there has been a vulnerability in the Microsoft DNS server that is wormable. Wormable means that it can spread from one computer to another. It's been there and people know about it. It's been announced today. So what I will say is this. I am an expert on trustworthy development, and that's why when the Mutant Academy is built, I will oversee the technology stack and ensure that there is no vulnerability and that the devices that we provide to you are actually 100% verifiable and trustworthy. We will provide the source code. It will be provided for you to look at and to use to help protect your family. It's very, very serious because when they control your technology stack and they are able to monitor you and manipulate you with fake news, lies and deception, COVID-19, then they're able to keep you suppressed. The more you educate yourself, the better you are. The COVID-19 is something that you should consider. They've shared images, computer-generated images of something that is basically moving around the species, just like the flu does. It can cause you to have some symptoms. Sometimes people die. A lot of times people die because of intervention or because of lack of nourishment, or they just don't have the will to live. Okay, so understand this, that whatever is moving around, it's your decision whether you are strong enough to metabolize it and to keep living, or you want to succumb to it. And if you are strong enough to metabolize it, I support you. If you want to succumb to it, it's unfortunate. That's your decision. If you want to take the vaccination when it's available, take it. If you want the tattoo, the mark of the beast that Bill Gates is putting out there, take it. That's your decision. I am not here to tell you what to do. I am here to just explain to you science and thinking and reasons and the power of your own mind in order to unlock mutant ability. I am not a doctor, and I am not claiming to be. You make your own decision. My personal opinion is that it's all based on your belief system. If you believe in a higher power and the body's innate ability to heal, and you look for that option, you will always find that option. Whatever you seek for, it is found. Ask and it is given. Seek and it is found. Knock and it shall be opened for you. Those are the words of a man who is very greatly respected. He was considered a messiah, a prophet, and they have worked for me. I am a Christian scientist, and as a Christian scientist, I do not take vaccination. I do not believe in intervention. As a member of a Christian scientist organization, it cannot be forced upon me. God bless you all. Take it easy.